This is the only dog training that works. These are the dog training secrets they don't want you to know about. This is the truth about dog training. Hey guys, this is Anthony Lewis, and I'm here with you today to show you the secrets about dog training. A little bit about me here is I'm a master dog trainer in dog behavior since 1995. I grew up around dogs. My grandfather owned a dog farm in Italy. After studying thousands and thousands of hours of how mother dogs deal with their pups, I devised nature-based training method. I'm renowned for achieving shocking transformations, quick transformations when no other trainers could help, life-threatening behaviors when dogs are like attacking the humans or attacking other dogs, attacking kids. That's when people call me after they've been to every other trainer, and it happens very quickly. Now, what is the truth about dog training? What do I mean by that? Well, you see, a lot of the industry wants to teach you a certain training method. The books, the so-called veterinarians that think they have behavioral training, and these other guys you see when you type it on the computer and you look up in the phone book, or you get a referral. Generally, they use something called treat training or positive reinforcement training. And they use treats, and the reason why it doesn't work is because mother dogs don't use bribes and treats in nature. Have you ever seen a mother dog pick up a treat and get their dog to stop doing something or to behave by giving it a treat? No, it just doesn't work. And we think that dogs are similar to humans, but they're not. This is an animal. And animals are different than humans. They really are. A dog is different than a human. So why would you train a dog similar than you would a human? We try to put our emotions into it, and that's just not how dogs work. The truth is that doesn't work. It never has worked. And they may listen when the treat is involved after hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of repetitions. That dog may come to you here and there when it wants to, but only if you have the treat. Okay, only if you have the treat. What if that treat's not there? Or if it thinks you have a treat, you may use a little hand signal and try to fake it out, and it still comes to you once in a while. But when you need it to in that life-threatening situation, is that dog truly going to respect you? No. And they keep doing this. Why? There's a lot of money in it. It keeps you coming back. You need to take 10 sessions of your little group class for you to see a little result, because you need hundreds of repetitions with this treat training that they teach, this politically correct training that doesn't work, but it's great for business. It's great to have somebody constantly coming back and wanting more and more and more, and that's how they stay in business. But the truth is much different. I know it sounds a little crazy. I mean, why do they do this? Why are they doing this if it's just for business? Well, let me break it down a little bit for you again. As I stated earlier, it's how they stay in business. They want you to keep coming back. They give you all these group sessions, even the private sessions. They want to pretend that they're your permanent trainer. You need them for life. It's not true. Again, it's part of the whole system for them to make money and keep you as a customer, right? So if they fixed you after 1 or 2 sessions, well, then what? Then you're not a customer anymore. Then they can't keep, grabbing your money off you. So that's basically how it works, and it's great for that because you see a little bit of results, but it's enough for them to feed you that dream that you need to keep coming back. It doesn't work, it doesn't work. I mean, if you've used treats in your dog, you see it works when you have the treat, or when it thinks you have the treat, but when you don't, it just doesn't respect you. Nobody really wants to talk about it in public, but I am breaking it down today for you guys. Another reason is I need you to get this quickly and easily. There's 3 million more than 3 million dogs put down a year because of this treat training and this so-called training that they teach people, and lack of guidance. So I want everybody to get this training quickly and easily. It's not hard. If a mother dog can do it, if a dog can do it, you can do it. We have a little bit of a higher thought than a dog, so we can easily replicate this and make it work for us humans. We don't necessarily have to act like a dog, but we can use their language and how they understand, and we can communicate to them. And one of the reasons why we need this so quickly and so easily is because so many dogs are getting put down every day. 3 million a year in the U.S. and Canada alone. 3 million dogs a year getting put down for this lack of behavior, because the dogs are aggressive, because a dog nips once, it gets put down, or because people just can't handle the dog. They try throwing. Think about this for a second. Most of the dog trainers will tell somebody, if a dog's biting, give it treats, throw a bunch of treats at it to distract it. Well, all that does is it reinforces the behavior of that heightened state that dog's in. If that dog's in a barking state and aggressive state, growling at somebody walking by, and you throw a bunch of treats at it, it's going to say, great, I get treats every time I get to this heightened state. I'm going to continue doing it. That's why it doesn't work. Things you can experience, though, when you go ahead and get the real truth of training and you use my method. You can use a couple techniques, 3 simple exercises, and this is what you can experience quickly. I want it to happen quickly because so many dogs are dying and we need it to happen quickly. Mother dog gets it happening quickly, you can do it as well. You can have a calm dog who listens to you. You'll have no more pulling on the leash if you're using a leash. There's leash laws, so I recommend follow that, but you don't need a leash after you use my methods. If you don't want to, it's good to have that freedom. But no more pulling on the leash, no more barking and aggression. Okay? No more after a day. Use this simple technique I give you. The dog will not bark after one day. Lay down and sit on command anytime you want from any distance. Doesn't have to be right in front of you. It'll stay in the commands as long as you need it to. Say you're going to answer the door and you need your dog to stay in a down command, or you need to stay. It'll stay in that command for as long as you want to until you greet the door, and then you allow your dog out of the command. Come to you on the command. Come command is one of the most important commands you can have. If you can't have your dog come to you, you have nothing. So it's one of the most important commands. We show you that very quickly. You can now take your dog to all family functions. You can have family over. There's been families that haven't been able to have family over in years because their dog will bark and growl and threaten people. You now can have family over again. You can have friends over again. You can have a life again. You'll be able to take your dog anywhere and it'll be the best behaved dog there. You can have a dog you trust 100% in all situations. You'll develop a bond with this dog that nothing else can do. You can leave it at home without worrying about chewing up your house. Most people will sentence their dog to a life in a cage. When they leave the house, they don't trust their dog, so they put it in a cage, in a crate. That's no life for a dog. It's like putting it in jail. You can now leave your home without having to worry about that. Another big thing with this, because you take the stress away from a dog when you use my techniques, you can potentially add years to its life, because we all know that when you take stress away, everybody's happier and you live longer. It's one of the many benefits that I've experienced. All of my dogs have lived in their late teens just because I train them in this certain way.